Hello folks, are you a streamer and really need to get better at Twitter because that'll improve your engagement and lack of talent? Well, I'm here today with 3 very important Twitter tips for you so you can conquer the Twitter universe. Tip number 1, generic advice. Listen, we've all been on Twitch, we've all been on Twitter, and we all understand that people have questions that need answers. And what better way to do it than having a general advice tweet every once in a while? It is a great way to show that you have knowledge on the subject and also not specific knowledge on the subject with a combination of survivor bias that will make people turn to you for really generic and simple questions. For example, doing a tweet that says, you should really be engaged in your chat, or make sure that you turn your lights on before you start streaming. This generic advice is really going to make sure that people know just how much of an expert you truly are on the subject. Tip number 2, asking for pet photos. Now, you've had a bad day, or a good day, or a medium day. Wouldn't that day be even better with pet photos? Of course it would. But why not give people the ability to show off their lives by asking for pet photos? So you could send out a tweet like, I've had quite the day, folks, and the only way that'll make you feel better is if you send me your pet photos, because no other way could I ever feel better about myself without maybe asking for counseling or going to therapy or really searching from within. Let's just have Twitter help you out instead. It's so much easier and it's free. So when people send you your pet photos, you get a couple of things. 1, you get to see cool pets. In all honesty, that's pretty cool and I think that's enough for you. 2, you get some engagement. Everyone's going to also want to see other people's pets. It's an inverse cycle of life. People want to see pets, people will post pets. People want to see the pets, and people will post the pets. And they'll look at the pets and see the pets and, oh, there's so many pets, it's so wonderful. 3, because people want to see the pets, they're often going to share the pets, which in turn makes your engagement skyrocket. My final tip is jumping on the hate train. Now listen, we as streamers know for a fact that we aren't the most intelligent people in the world. We're not good at certain situations and often we'll just rely on emotions and start tweeting things out or doing things on stream in a very stupid manner. Now, when someone does something wrong on Twitch or Twitter, most people jump into Twitter and start talking about it. They get on that hate train. And a couple things happen. When you get on that hate train, you're immediately filling the void that you did not have when it comes to content, being creative, funny, or even interesting. You just let someone else fill that hole and you bury them in it. Also, it shows everyone that you are a good person and that you would never do that. It's very rare that you'll see someone jump on the hate train and actually give useful advice that isn't just recycled, which in turn also takes that bad thing and puts it out into the ether even more. It's really just shooting yourself in the foot, but that's okay because you're also going to get on top of this. So you give generic advice on the hate train that's happening and you combine them, and that's double engagement for you without you having to think of anything interesting to do. You're basically using other people's content to grow yourself into the person you knew you always wanted to be. A monster. An absolute monster. I hope these tips helped you today. I really appreciate you taking the time to look at this and my chest. Have a good one.